Today, my topic is pay yourself first. Not only with your money, but also with your time. Man, let me tell you why this is an important podcast episode, because this is an episode that I needed years ago. Hell, this is an episode that I'm going to probably revisit and listen to myself, because this is a challenge, guys, that I have had. I'm not talking about just in business, just in life. And it's not really a bad quality, but it's a bad quality when it affects your business, when it affects your relationships, when it affects you getting tasks completed just in your life. For those that are out there that are parents, for those of you that are taking care of your parents, guys, we know, man, that's the only thing you can't get back, man, is time. So we've heard this term, pay yourself first, right? We've heard this term, pay yourself first, when it comes to money, but we're not often, really express this when it comes to pay yourself first. Like when the time comes in, almost like when your money comes in, right? When you're budgeting money for a business, certainly when you're budgeting money for a home, when you're trying to save money, the best practice is before you pay the bills, before you pay anyone or give anybody any money, put what you need aside for your spending and certainly for your savings. So you pay yourself first and make sense of all of the bills you got to do afterwards. I love my parents, but I grew up in a home from what I saw, and it could have been different behind the scenes, but what I saw is pay the bills first. Pay everybody you owe first, spend first. I didn't see pay yourself or put into your retirement, put into your savings first. I didn't grow up like that. And I took that into my adulthood, quite frankly. I didn't hear enough about money management, and sometimes they just don't know. You know what I mean? Sometimes our parents are products of their parents, and we just don't know how to deal with that. But that money is something that we talk about. Time is not that thing. And I got to give a lot of credit to my wife and other folks that were really, really about time management and how important that was. And I'll be honest, I dismissed it early because I just kind of thought everybody was running crazy with their head cut off, right? Everybody was running out of time. Everybody was falling asleep instead of going asleep, right? Everybody was always exhausted, late all of the freaking time. I thought that's and that's not true. There are people, guys, and I've learned it as I've gotten older, and it's a trait that I hold close to my chest right now, close to my heart, is, I'm going to pay me first with my time. And I don't have any problem expressing that to people. And it's not going to make everybody feel good, but bro, it's going to be good to you. And you're going to just live our motto, guys. Our motto as Torgano Group, guys, is better brands, better business, and ultimately better lives. And this trait, man, this is an important thing that we've got to get a hold to so we can really, really maximize that better life. So I'm just going to talk about a few times in your day, in your week, in your lifestyle that you could begin to pay yourself first. And if this speaks to you, please share this out. If this speaks to you, contact me, leave a comment, guys, jump in my DM on IG, go to my email and leave me. I want to know that this is helping because it helps me. Even as I'm writing down my notes to talk about this, I'm just shaking my head like, man, when I got that taken care of, when I got over that hump, man, I was just better overall. Number one, I encourage you guys to have selfish mornings. One thing that is beginning to really help me on a wonderful level is going to the earliest possible workout session. To me, I know that fitness and health and wellness living, in particular, that daily 45 minutes of sweating. I remember when it was a couple times a week. I remember when it was once a week. Now I've really gotten to the point, and I'm excited about this, that I don't feel right if I don't get that heart rate going every day. Now, the problem is if you don't pay yourself first with time as it relates to fitness, guys, it ain't gonna happen. Or you gonna struggle. There is a 4:00 session at the gym that I go to with the trainer. There's a 6:00 session. And I'll give you an instance. I went to the 6:00 session yesterday, as a matter of fact. And I had a great workout, but it was tough to get there because the world had started asking for my time. Everyone was asking me to go here online or in an email. I had a coaching call, or I talked to a business, or I'm setting up a trip later on, or confirming some type of a speaking engagement or something like that. Look, all that stuff is exciting. Oh, my wife needs something, right? Those things are exciting, but if you don't find the daylight in your day to pay yourself first, the thing that you find important may not get done. And everybody else will get their time of you. Everybody else will get paid first before you. So I encourage you guys, get up a little bit earlier. Get up earlier. I mean, the very first time I went to a 5:45 workout session to go somewhere and get yelled at by my trainer, bruh, that wasn't no fun day. But when I really thought about how much more I got done and how when the world began to ask, I had already paid me. So I was much more willing to give people my time and attention at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because 5:45, 6:15, maybe as late in the morning, which is, if that makes sense, as late in the early morning as 7, I've already done mine. But the reason why I'm saying 5:45 and 6, because generally at least 50% of the world is still asleep. Most people are still snoozing at 6 a.m. A lot of people are up, and even if they're up, they ain't worrying about calling you. But see, about 9 o'clock, they start calling. See, about 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? They start emailing, they start texting, they start DMing, right? They start contacting you, and now it's on, Even something like your children, if you're a parent out there, most of the times, 5:40, if you're able to do it, if you're someone that has a mate, you know what I mean, or a spouse, if you're a single parent, it may be a little bit tougher, but if you're able to, either in your gym at home, either in your gym in your neighborhood, either in your gym in your complex, if you live in a condo or an apartment, but definitely if you can go to a spot and get that time. And listen, guys, cut the phone off. Honestly, the gym I work out at, he ain't got no time to talk on the phone, because they is yelling and screaming and bells is going off and hip hop is playing. You sweating in your eyes. For 45 minutes, you get that time, right? You get that opportunity to pour into yourself with fitness, get that cardio going, burn some fat, guys, strengthen those muscles. So have that selfish morning. Listen, I don't know if it's just fitness. Maybe you get up early enough to read. Maybe that's your time. Man, I need a chapter a day. I need that to function. My wife is that kind of person. As much as she loves fitness and working out, man, reading is life. You know what I mean? Like, I like a good podcast, of course. Guys, I enjoy a good YouTube video. I like to maybe check in with Shannon and Skip, finding out what's going on in sports. But for my wife, she enjoys, I'll give you an instance. Sometimes when I wake up after her, and she's in her office, I may come in there and peek in there like a little kid, and she may look at me and smile because she's happy to see my face, but she also knows, damn, he up, he might ask me to do something or go somewhere or organize something, versus before that time, it's hers, right? It's hers, early, quiet, coffee, candle, and she's getting going. So whatever that takes, guys, organizing, but I wouldn't say the world. No emails, not just yet. You'll have time for that, but selfish, find that time in the morning to pay yourself first for whatever that is. Meditation, read the Bible, read a book, read the newspaper, read a great blog that you enjoy, listen to a podcast to get your day started, some motivational speaking, right? Whatever you need. For me, it's fitness. For you, it may be something different. Now, regulate early calls to when you're ready. Now, this is something my wife has down to a science. I struggle with this, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I've gotten 10 times, 100 times better, is really understanding that these phones, they can be wonderful time management devices. Your phone has a feature where you can say, don't bother me. Even if a call comes in, send it to voicemail, right? Even if a beep or an alert comes in, leave it to do not disturb until I'm ready. Your time to get ready may be 9. Even if they flood you at 9 o'clock, regulate that time, because I'm going to tell you, it's happened with podcasting. It's happened with videoing. It's happened when I got to travel. It's happened when I'm really listening to something good on the road. I have friends of mine. I have loved ones. My brother, my mom, she loves to do it. My mom got some type of tracking device when I am doing something, and I always feel bad because I got to tell my mama, I'm busy, or I'm on the road, or I'm traveling. But if I always feel bad, but I gotta be honest, I hope my mama don't listen to this podcast. There are times when I see her name, but I'm inside of my not disturbed time, and I'm like, Mom, I have to get back to you. Let me text you. I'll get back to you, because calls, let me tell you something, guys, when they start, if you're in entrepreneurship in particular, man, if you're in self-employment, working with people, coaching people, teaching people, whatever, when that phone starts ringing, When that email starts getting checked, and some of us have 3 and 4 and 5 emails, when you actually get to the job, I know for my wife, once she touched down when she worked in the school system at 7, that was it. It wasn't nothing was happening until 4 o'clock. So you knew it was gone. So you've got to take advantage of really regulating when you actually start interacting with the world. And I'm talking about even after your selfish mornings, regulate when that will start. Even if you got to say, yo, I don't really want that to start at 12 o'clock. They're going to be okay. The emails will be there. You have voicemail. You have, the things that you could do to put that in place. Because once it starts, that's it. Checking emails and DM.